Hi my lovely. So you asked, and today here I am to answer all your questions. I'll be reading your DMs, some of them of course, but definitely today I'm going to be telling you about the best dating apps for those of you that are interested in marriage, in dating of course, and definitely if you're interested in interracial relationships, if you want to date someone out of Europe. And it's not focused only on women, but it's also going to be both genders. So whatever apps I give out is for both ladies and gentlemen. But before I begin, it's very, very important for me to let you know a little bit about this channel, especially for the new members. Life with Ruzhoffs is the name of our channel, and it's all about social empowerment, which we're doing in different ways. I deal with issues like immigration, integration, people who need to relocate, like when you find the love of your life and you need guidance on how to relocate. I offer such consultations. And then integration, that means for people that are already living in Europe and have questions, about integrating. How do I find a job? How do I work on my visa? How do I do this and that? I offer that service. Oh my God, counseling, definitely. If you don't know yet, I'm a professional social worker practicing here in Germany and with practicing experience of more than, I think, 12 or 15 years. So basically that's what this channel is all about. Every now and then, of course, I give you insights into our life, which includes lifestyle, fashion, dancing, traveling, but mainly it's all about social empowerment. So it's very important for me to say that this is not a dating channel. Much as I'll be giving you the tips, it is important for me to also give you a holistic package. Holistic package means if I give you the dating apps, then I want to be able to guide you on what to look out for, or when you find the love of your life, how do you relocate? When you've relocated, what could help you to integrate, to make it last, to have a good time in that new country that you've moved for. So this channel will try to give you a holistic package and not just tips, but guiding you all the way. So I think we'll just dive right in. And of course, oh my God, today it's a lot. So I mentioned about new members. I know most people, there are some new people that are on this channel right now because of my feature on Bella's channel. And I've gotten all your DMs. I'll try to filter through because there are really so many. And that pushed me to, to come out with more information because you had questions. I'll also post my entire video, my story at one point in time. But for all the new members that came from Bella's channel, welcome to the Ruzhoffs family, and always feel free to answer questions on my community tab or DM me, and I'll definitely address them. So let's dive right in, okay? For me, what I would consider the best dating apps for 2023, I'm going to begin with a very, very controversial one, and that is Tinder. When Tinder had just started, it was all about hookups. Which is also not a problem. I mean, not everyone wants to get married, settle down. But today we're talking about people who want to get married, especially, looking for long-term relationships. Tinder has evolved. I know quite a number of people have found the love of their lives on Tinder. So most important for you is when you make your Tinder profile, you have to make sure that it's made in a way that whoever visits your profile knows you're looking for a serious relationship. Good thing it offers you the options to talk about the things you want, what you're looking for, and of course, be also careful with the pictures that you put there. If you put the kind of pictures that give someone the impression you're looking for a hookup, then you'll attract people that are just looking for hookups. But as usual, when it comes to online dating or even analog, there's no 100% surety that all the people who contact you want something long-term or serious. So it's all about you to filter and let your antennas out, like I like to say. Tinder is on iOS and Android. That means if you don't have an iPhone, then you can get it on all Android phones. Our next app, I'm going to be very brief. That's why I said it's a holistic package. So when I do the next video, it will be about explaining to you other things. For example, how do I make an amazing profile to be able to be successful, for example. Then we've got Bumble. Bumble is amazing. I love it, especially being the fact that I'm a very empowered woman. Bumble's target, it's actually more like Tinder, but the better form of Tinder, I would say, and it's more focused, its niche is giving the women our power back, So with Bumble, it's you who has to make the first step. If you like someone's profile, you have to SMS them or email them, whatever that is called. You have to be the first to make the first move. Don't wait for the men to write to you, because your your choices will disappear. They have like, I think, 24 hours. So you have to write to them. And when they get back to you, that means it's a match. Then you can start chatting. So keep that in mind. If you swipe right on Bumble, make sure you get to contact that person. Write something like hi or leave a smiley. And then the conversations can start. But Bumble is very good. I also know a number of people who have found the loves of their lives. Another advantage about Bumble and Tinder is it's possible to look for people within your circumference. If you say, for example, I'm living in Kampala and Tinder, and you want someone around Tinder, then you can, put your locations on, turn your locations on, and then you get people only from Tinder. If you want to get people from a wider base, I would advise you to turn off your locations. So people will like you, like your profile, and then you can contact them and start it there. If you're not a paying member on Bumble and Tinder, you can still send likes and smiles. And once you send a like or smile, and most of all Bumble, if you like someone's photo, you can even just leave like a heart or a smiley. That is like an opening for you to start chatting with them. You don't have to pay. Of course, there are paying services where you get to see what's liked here and all that. But for starters, I would advise you to wait at least 6 months before you pay, because sometimes it doesn't make sense. You pay and you really don't even get to find anyone interesting. So take your time, get used to the app, get to filter out, and when you reach a point where you feel I really, really want to give it my all, you can do that. But most of the apps you really, really don't have to pay. And then I was talking about like the distance. You can also decide, for example, with Bumble, if you're living, let's say, in Kenya or Uganda and you want to meet someone in France, you can go into the travel mode and you put France. Then they will show you profiles of people that live in France. But that is unfortunately a premium service. But their prices are really, really manageable. We're moving on to the next app. And all these apps that I'm mentioning are available on iPhone and Android. I think I have like only 2-3 apps that are not on iPhone, but the rest are both iPhone and Android. Next app is OkCupid. I think everyone knows that. It is the same concept. The good thing about it, just like Bumble, you can also integrate your Instagram. Personally, I wouldn't advise you to do that because you want to be able to filter out some people. So imagine if you filtered out someone, or maybe you started a chat with someone and then you realize they're not the right people. But then you integrate your Instagram, this person can stalk you, so you lose your privacy and your anonymity. If you have nothing to not really to hide, but if you have no problem with that, you can still integrate your Instagram. But I think it's not a good thing because I prefer someone gets to learn about you, get to know you in person, through your chats, through your phone calls. Because let's be honest, most of the things we post on Instagram are just like 10% of our lives, So I wouldn't advise you to integrate it with your Instagram, definitely. Bumble also offers that opportunity to integrate your Instagram, but I still would advise you not to do it. Again, next up we have Hinge. I think that is our 4th app right now. Hinge is amazing. Their slogan is, they want to offer you the opportunity to delete the app as soon as possible. So that means Hinge is targeted on really, really helping you find your life partner and then going off from the app. That would be ideal. So they also have like the swiping concept, of course, but I've talked to some people and they say it has very, very good success rates. And a good thing with Hinge, it also has an international base. So like you don't only get people to meet people in your village, but people from all over the world. In America, it's very, very popular. And I think currently the UK, Bumble is also very popular in the UK and America, but it's also everywhere. And of course, if you're in Europe or living in the States, because I have some messages that I'm going to read here for people out of the States, those are possible apps that you could try, and definitely Tinder. Give it a try. Tinder has lots of, just like any app, to be honest, there will always be those guys or ladies that are just looking for fun. And if you're not looking for just fun, then it's frustrating, but they'll always be there. It's all about you to set your profile in such a way that only serious people contact you, and that will be my next video when I find time to do it. The tips and tricks of how to set up a proper profile and avoid those fake profiles and people that are just there to waste your time. Then we have match.com. That is international, especially my people in Africa and people in the USA. That is a very good app for you, and it has very, very many free services. Almost like 90% of their services are very free. So again, like I said, don't rush to pay. I know most of you have been asking me, oh my god, I don't have the card to pay, this app and requires this and this. Don't rush to pay, okay? And the right man who really likes you and is attracted to your profile will pay. Most of the apps, if the man is paying or the woman is paying, whichever way, you'll be able to contact them. So if someone is really interested in you, I experienced that myself, they'll pay just to get in touch with you, you know. But take your time, don't rush into it, because you really also want to check out like the different apps. Now I'm telling you so many apps, you also want to have the option to first check them out and see which one is good for you, which one works for you, and maybe you can think of paying. For those of you who are asking about cards, there's an option to pay with your Apple Pay account or your Android Pay account. You know the account that we use to pay for iTunes and music and everything? The same account, you can use it to pay for dating apps, for example, without using credit card or bank card directly. So where was I? Yes. The next two apps, I wasn't sure if I should talk about them or not, but truth is, like, you know, I'm a social worker and I'm very inclusive, so just put them out there, just ignore them if they don't serve you. I have two apps that are for people who are in similar gender relationships. Similar gender relationships, I'm talking about women dating women, men dating men. There are two apps. The one is, one of them is called Grindr. Grindr is for men dating men and, you know, all kinds around that gender. And then for people that are dating, for example, women dating women, that is the Her. The app is called Her. So that is, we're talking queer, we're talking, you know, bisexual and so on. Because I'm a social worker, I really have to be inclusive. Just ignore the two apps if they don't make sense for you and you don't need them. But I thought it would be fair to just mention them. Our eighth app is eHarmony. eHarmony is also very international, and it's a bit, I wouldn't say elite, but it has a bigger population of, let me say, mature people. So if you're looking for like a serious relationship, most likely that one will also work for you, because most of the people there are like mature. You know, we're not talking about teenagers and 20-year-olds, but really people that seriously want to settle. What most people don't know is we also have Facebook dating. Probably all of you are on Facebook but didn't know we have Facebook dating. Yes, you can register on Facebook dating. It's been very successful. It has a few similarities to some apps that I'll be mentioning later, of course with the disadvantages, but just like I told you, every single app has these fake people, has the scammers, has the people that just want to play around, or people that are even married and just want to get affairs and lovers, you know. It's all about you, how you filter out, how you use your intuition, how you chat and communicate with someone and decide if this person is right for you or not. For my USA people, before I go on to you, I'm going to read a message from my USA people. Give me a second. I'm even doing that crazy. All right. Yes, so someone was asking me, hello my dear, how are you doing? Hope is well. Quick one, does Love Scout work in USA? So that one I'm going to be sharing after. I have 4 messages of people asked about apps in the USA. So if you're in the USA, Bumble is good for you, Tinder is good for you, then we're talking Facebook dating, and then we have specifically Coffee Meets Bagel. That is very popular in the USA, and I like its concept. It doesn't have the concept of swipe left, swipe right. I find it good because it's not overwhelming, you know. Every day in the afternoon, men, listen, just men, it has, I think they tried to copy the idea, I don't know who copied who, but it's almost like Bumble. So in the afternoon, men get matches, 10 matches, like you get suggestions, and then if the men, for example, saw through the matches and maybe out of the 10 they like 3, then you as a woman, you get a message that it's a match, that the guy likes you. And then you also get to look at the guy that matched with your profile. If you like him, you contact him and start chatting. So it's almost similar to Bumble, because with Bumble it's the women that decide. Only difference is that you choose who matches with you, you know. But here on Coffee Meets Bagel, it's only the men that receive these 10 matches and then decide. And it's strictly every afternoon. Like if you go in the morning, if you're a man and you go on this app in the morning, you won't find any ladies. So you get suggestions. And their intention again is to avoid this overwhelming situation where you're like, oh my god, maybe I'm missing out. So they try to get the most appropriate people that would match with you. So if you're in the USA, that's your app. Then we also have the app called Snack. That is also very popular in the USA, but it's only on iOS. That means on iPhones. how would I describe that? Snack is, let's say, TikTok for dating. Snack's concept is not pictures, but rather it's more of you put cute videos of yourself, maybe doing your hobbies, maybe, I don't know, introducing yourself, fun stuff. And then like the people who come to your profile get to scroll through your videos, just like TikTok. I would call it the TikTok of dating, scroll through your stuff, and then if they like your videos, if they're impressed, they contact you. So that is our number 11 dating app. As you notice, there are quite many. So I decided to give all of them, because those are the best dating apps for 2023. And my intention is you watch the video, you sort out which is for you, you go and test them, and then you can come back to me with questions. Because like I said, this is not a dating channel, this is a social empowerment channel. So I want to give you a holistic package, okay? So definitely my next video, or depending on your questions, will be about how to make that perfect dating profile, and how to sort and filter out probably the right people. There are no 100% guarantees, but at least trying to filter out the right people. Our next app, like I mentioned when I featured on Bella's channel, is the Scout24. That is all over Europe, as if you're in Europe, you get it. I'm still researching the names because the Scout24 is a daughter company to another app that I'm going to tell you about. But I realized the same app exists but in different names. So I'm trying to find out what the names are in different countries. All you can try and do is give in that name like I said it, and then see what your store gives back, okay? But I'll try and find out, and then of course when I edit the video, I'll be writing the names for you so that you see whichever app that I'm being talking about. So we have that on the Scout24. Then we have the neu.de. That is a German word. It is neu.de. I'll write that. That is also international, and I know that it's even in Africa. And that's what I was talking about. They always have sister companies. Like it's one big company, but they offer it in different names in different countries. So those names, I'm going to be putting them for you. But for anyone in Europe, that's a very, very good app, and 90% of the people there are like serious. And what I like about it is that it doesn't limit you with the area you're staying. Like the Tinder and the Bumble, it's a good idea, but I find it irritating because sometimes I'm like, what makes them think I want to date someone that lives within my circle? It's like dating your neighbor. Maybe I want to date someone very far, like people in Africa who want to date, for example, German men, So it doesn't make sense. It is stressful. That's why you have to put like the travel mode. Not really optimal, I would say. And that's what gives it the hookup character, because the intention of Tinder at the beginning was, for example, if I travel, like someone who loves traveling like me, if I go to Barcelona, I am in travel mode, I put Barcelona and then maybe hook up with men, But otherwise, if I'm looking for long term and I want someone maybe outside of my village, then I need an app that doesn't restrict me. So Scout24 and neu.de are very, very good. I've honestly lost count of the number of apps I've given you so far, but I know there's supposed to be 16. Our next app that most of you probably know is Afro Introductions. Afro Introductions is a very, very popular app for people, especially that are interested in dating interracially strictly. If you're interested in dating men or women up from Europe or USA, what the normal people call white men, or Asian or Caucasian, that's one of the most popular apps, Afro Introduction. Problem is, it has lots of fake profiles and lots of scammers, especially from West Africa, that I would call them imposters, that pretend to be American soldiers, that pretend to be from France, and then they want to scam women of their money. So you have to be very careful. The chances of finding your dream man good? Yes, very good, but you have to be very, very keen and careful. So in my next video, definitely, like I said, I'll be telling you what to look out for. But that is also a very, very good app, honestly. And I know very many people through my clients, like I told you, I offer the services of people who want to relocate, after finding the love of their lives. Many of them have met their partners on Afro Introduction, but it can be very frustrating, so you have to be careful and patient. Then we have Meetic, like meeting, but with an IC. That is international. If you want Latino men, if you want Chinese, if you want, name it, German, French, Just download Mythic and you'll meet different kinds of men, black, white, whatever. Mythic got you sorted, and the concept is, of course, you match with some people. If they like you, you start chatting with each other and see the way forward. So our very last app is Plenty of Fish. This is an old app and a very, very interesting app, but most people don't know about it. It's both on iPhone and Android phones or gadgets. And I feel it's one of the best free dating apps. And with free dating app, I mean like all its services are free. It has the largest and most popular base in the world. So we're talking about around 70 million members on this app. I repeat, the name is Plenty of Fish, just like it suggests. It is a very, very good dating app. Again, it falls back to you how successful or the kind of person you meet. It falls back to you how careful you are, how keen you are, how seriously you take the tips that you get from me or the different people that offer the tips, you know. So that's why it's very important that you also get to think about, how do I set up my profile, how do I filter out, how do I sort out. And that's why I really want to do that video for you, so that you can really start your profiles well prepared. As I conclude this video, I want to look through your messages and answer them briefly. I answered that people in DM, but I always like sharing such messages because they encourage, and sometimes your message could be of help to someone else. So someone says, I would like to, they phoned me on Bella's channel, they would like to go into Germany, currently studying a course in the health sector, and they would like to know how they apply for a visa and if there's any possibility of job links from me. So if you're new to my channel, I have different playlists. That would be the easiest way for you to get to the richtig, now I'm speaking German, to the right information. If you're interested in relocation, like I said, I offer that service, guidance and so on. You go to a playlist that is called, I think, Germany, Europe, Immigration. Let me go to my YouTube. This is the playlist. It is called Germany, Europe, Relocate, Study, and so on. And then the first video that you see on top is called How to Move or Relocate. So if you want any information about that, be it you've met the love of your life, be it you want to come to Germany to study, you want to come as an au pair, name it. There are videos there that answer all your questions. And then for people that still need guidance, that need me to guide them step by step, I offer a paid consultation, you know, so you can feel free to hit me up. The next question was, I'm not going to read all of them because there are so many. I'm choosing just a few. Oh my God, which one? Someone is like, okay, this one is also studying medicine and her dream is to relocate and work in Europe. So that one also is the same advice I would give you. Someone wanted to talk to me about a dating issue. I offered her a consultation appointment and we talked. Oh my God, there are so many. Okay, I don't want to make that video boring by searching all the messages. But yes, like I said, you feel free to DM me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. I'm on TikTok under the same name, Ruzhoff, as of Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, under the name Ruzhoff. And then just YouTube, Life with Ruzhoff as usual, or Ruzhoffs. So if you have any question that you don't want to write, maybe in the comment section, something that you like to keep private, you can DM me and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comment section. I would love to chat with you. I would love to get to know you better. And every time I post something on my YouTube community, check it out, because sometimes I give you a chance to ask all your questions. So like I said, my next video for you would be advising you on how to make the right profile, what to look out for, and how to really increase your chances of successfully meeting your soulmate. If there's any other video that you prefer me to do as regards this topic or other topics, I would really appreciate your feedback. Let me know in the comment section. Once again, Life with Ruzhoff. I really appreciate every one of you that gets to like our videos. It helps a lot. So please, when you watch the video, don't forget to like, comment if you want to give us feedback, and share the videos with your friends. Until next time, thank you so much.